everyone, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today we're doing an overview on the HEMTT, the Heavy Expanded Mobility Tactical Truck from Heng. This is an 8x8 powerhouse, if you will, and just an ultimate scale truckers, scale RC car enthusiast, military truck enthusiast, toy here, if you will. This thing is fantastic. From the all-metal chassis, the size of it, the weight, the power that it offers, and as you're going to see here in a second, all the scale detail. From the rubber tires, we got lights throughout. This HEMTT, as you might know if you're watching this, if you're interested in HEMTTs have been in production for over 40 years. I believe the first one was produced in 1982, still in production to this day, being used by the military for all different types of things. Like, this is the dump truck version, so this this whole platform raises and lowers just like any dump truck would, but there are also other options that from Heng. They have a tan version as well. You can add a trailer to it. There's one with a crane, all different options, which are just really cool. So it depends on what you're interested in. But just looking around real quick, I want to get away some of the things that came out of the box. So we already did a live unboxing of this where we took questions and answers for over an hour with our customers here on YouTube. So if you're really interested to see how it came out of the box, because I've already now put the decals on it, I put a lot of the accessory bits, like a lot of these handles and such, and the things you see on the inside, you have to put on by yourself. All these screws you see there. Takes you a little time, but you do get a lot of that. And the rest of the stuff you do get out of the box, as I showed in that video, you get some tools, you get some lug wrenches, you get 3 screwdrivers, which are hex screwdrivers. I'll bring them right over here. One's a 1.5, one's a 2 millimeter, and one's a 2.5 millimeter. Those correspond to the 3 different types of screws that are used throughout the vehicle. So these 3 are going to get you through pretty much everything. And then you do, this is what's left over. You do get a couple packets of all these accessories here that I put on off camera. And moving that out of the way, you get 2 manuals actually come in the box. So you can see there are other options. You know, and again, these manuals are here, going to show you explosion diagrams of all the different parts. If you need to get into this to replace anything, your manual is going to show you how everything works there as well. But we won't get into that too much. And right here, as far as taking a look at the HEMTT itself, as I said, man, she is heavy. She's got to be about 15 pounds all in, maybe even more. She has high and low torque settings. So in high settings, she's going to drive too fast for what the scale version of this truck would do, which is great, but you could always use the dual rates on the transmitter to bring down the top end speed. And again, you do get a low torque setting. So I'm not going to say she's a crawler, but she can definitely traverse some rough terrain, you know, and she could pull things, and, you know, which is great as well. You know, the promo videos of this have it pulling some pretty heavy stuff. So if you really want to get crazy with it, which probably most people aren't going to do, they do that for a commercial, but all around, super cool. You do have lights throughout. You have the ability to open a lot of the compartments here, like pull down this little lever and the doors will open and close. You could get scale figures in there. I believe this truck is 1/12 scale, but as you'll see here too, let me squeeze the tires. You can just see full rubber, and this is an actual spare that you could use if you need to. So all 8 full rubber and foam. There's a lot of metal bits like around the truck as well. The whole chassis underneath, we'll show you in a second, is all metal. But then like the actual plate in here is metal. Like this is all metal down here. These are plastic, the walls, the side doors. And you can see the back will flap there. You did have to add some of the mud flaps, which is cool. They have actual rubber on the mud flaps and plastic. You did have to screw those in, so that's something I showed in the unboxing video. So I'm going to turn it on its side. Here we go. And show you the underneath, just all metal drivetrain. And you can see these shocks, and the shock absorption on all of this is really, really cool. Just a nice level of detail. And then you do have some side compartments which house a lot of these, like standard, they're going to house a lot of the electrical. I'm not even going to open that right now because like the receiver's on one side. You have the ESC is locked and loaded in a fuel tank on this side. If I spin it around for you, So your ESC and your receiver are like all in this barrel. There's like a little lip, or if I open it, it'll kind of fall out. You got to tuck it back in there. So I'm not going to do that at the moment, but we showed that off in the live. And now let me just get it plugged in. That's the other thing I want to let you know. If you're gonna, the batteries that this truck can take is your standard 5000 2S pack, and you'll see it's down here. But what you're gonna want to do, there's a metal bar here. I'm gonna lift this up. Maybe you can see it. I don't know if you can see the battery from here, from underneath. So the metal bar right here, there's 2 screws, one on each side. You take those screws out, and this whole bar comes out. And then you can put your battery, slides right in there perfectly. Your perfect hard case, your standard hard case brick pack battery will fit right in there. And then you put this metal back in, 2 screws on each side, lock it down, and then your battery is hidden in there, tucked away. And the beauty is it comes with a charger that you can charge through the lead of the battery. So you can leave that battery in there. If you buy the battery for the truck, you could always charge it while it's in the truck. You never have to take that back out if you don't want to, which is just a nice little feature for the model. And then you'll see right here next to the, I'm gonna flip it. So I'm gonna turn my transmitter on, and then I'm gonna flip this on, and then you see the lights will come on that let you know that you are armed and ready to go. But there's a little switch there right next to the truck, and then when you just tap the throttle on the transmitter, and you're gonna hear the sound kick in, and the sound is proportional. So you get reverse sounds if you're gonna go in reverse, and then some forward sounds. You do get, you get the blinker sounds. Let me turn it around. I wanna drive it on there. Just so you can see, and then, oh, if I hold it up, when you go forward, you do get the front lights turn on. All right, so turn the sound off, and the other thing you can do is the dump truck. So you flip a switch, and the whole dump truck is powered on its own motor, its own like unit that's gonna, you know, raise and lower the bed. So again, you could put anything, you know, you can fill it with sand, dirt, whatever you want. And you know, it'll dump it. It goes pretty high as well. And then you get a better look, you know, inside the model, which is also pretty cool. But you can see the motor here, powering it up, and then you get better access to the battery. But we'll let it go as far as it can go. All around, it rises pretty good. There you go. And now if you put that switch, it's the A switch, if you put it in the middle position, that'll just turn off the motor wherever it is. And then up will go down, down will go up, if you will. But you just see some of the other scale details. So just looking down inside of here now, you can see how the battery fits in there perfectly underneath. You would raise this bed if you want access to, you know, more access to anything inside there. You can sort of see how it's all, you know, wired up and rigged, like all the wiring coming out of here and here. That's for these 2 boxes that are hiding your ESCs, your receiver, and all that goodness. And then on the truck itself, all these doors actually will open themselves. So this one can come down. The side ones can come down. If you just raise these little metal, I won't open them all, but all of them will come down. But again, all these internal things, all these little like steps, because these would be steps, I guess this would come down. If you had to climb in there, you'd use these as steps. You had to put each one of those on, and all the handlebars with the, you know, with the heck wrench and screwdriver, and it is a little monotonous, but all around super cool. And you see there's lights all around the truck, so when you turn right or left, your red lights are gonna blink, just like, and you hear the blinker noise as it goes. But then also the headlights, they're gonna turn on when the truck is in motion going forward. I wish they stayed on all the time. They don't, but they're just one of the little knocks you get. And it also has rear lights as well. So she's fully equipped with nice scale lighting. So there you have it, guys. The HEMTT is a beast. And this is the green camo olive drab US Army dump truck version, if you will. But we have a few other options. I have all the links in the description down below of this video, guys. If you like this sort of thing, hit the like button. If if you're interested, obviously pick one up from Motion RC. And as always, hit the like button on your way out the door, subscribe to Motion RC, and we'll catch you for the next video. Bye, guys.